the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Young, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. And here are the Bulls now after the basket by Los Angeles. Vucevic down low, defended by Drummond. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Westbrook, no good. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Westbrook with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Coast to coast, Westbrook puts constant pressure on you offensively and defensively.
Here's Chicago. Now here's White. The pass to Levine. He gets that one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Westbrook up top, White covering. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
White against Westbrook. Charity stripe shot. Here's Young. Here's White. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, there's the range on Kobe White's jump shot. I mean, the defense has to be careful with his looks.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. This is the first meeting they'll have against LeBron and the Lakers, and Coach thinks his team is properly prepared. He told me this is a milestone game for our team. We want to be able to go head-to-head with the Lakers and see how we fare. We're going to learn a lot from this meeting. Win or lose, Coach is excited to test his team against LeBron and company. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
White, good. White's got 5 points so far.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
James, the pass to Westbrook. Pulls up on the wing. Doesn't go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Out to the wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. No good off the front iron.
Well, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Hield dishes to Drummond. Hield, the pass to Drummond. A 3-ball. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Levine wide open. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Hield kicks to Westbrook. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing them.
Bulls trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good. LeBron.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
1:37 left to play in the first. Here's White. He has 5. Here's Levine. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Here's Westbrook. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's White. Pass to Levine. Count that one. Levine's got his third bucket of the night.
Looking calm and composed in the paint. Levine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
Westbrook with it. Williams picks him up. Kept alive. Here's Davis. The kick out to Westbrook. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 6. In transition, here come the Bulls. White wide open. He fired. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Hield dishes to Hield. James looking around. Passes it to Davis. Over Young. And it's Davis missing.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
1 second left. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Craig trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Hield is out there with Russell Westbrook, and Harrell's in at the 5. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. And LaVine with the block.
And when you have a vertical like LaVine's, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, he gets scorching hot and can completely take over a game.
GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Caldwell Pope finds James. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game.
Yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. Hield comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Tice passes to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. There's Williams, and Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
They get it back, and they get it back. Westbrook against Satoransky. Lakers leading by 12. Three-pointer, Hield. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And Chicago has possession. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there. He found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
The shot's good. Davis has got 10 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bulls trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
That one drops for him.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Westbrook, again the Lakers.
This is why it's tough to cover Westbrook. He can get the shot off in seconds.
Markkanen against Drummond. Teardrop shot, and LaVine lays it in. 8 points for him.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Hield finds Davis. Back to Hield. Davis in the corner. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 15. Right side, Williams. And it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Drummond passes to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Back to Drummond. Westbrook kicks to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic, he's checked in for Markkanen. Young comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Kobe White in for Williams. Here's Vucevic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Westbrook with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And every team would love to have a player like Westbrook because he plays his heart out every night.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. Chicago with the ball. Here's White. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Young is out there with Williams, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, man, I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
Bulls trailed by 14.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 11.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up as passes are coming his way.
Now Westbrook, 15 points in the game. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. White against Westbrook, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Launches a three. It's good from long range. Hield's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Los Angeles. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Westbrook against White. Young outside, lets the three fly, and again, no good by Chicago.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
James finds Davis. On the wing, Hield. 5 to shoot. They double him with Vucevic. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Levine, covered by LeBron. It's tipped. Levine, the bounce pass. And it's Vucevic missing. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here. LeBron outside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Chicago knows the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And again, Chicago, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bulls shooting just 34% from the floor. White against Westbrook. Levine, and Levine throws it down.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
1:49 left to play in the third. Westbrook double team to the left side wing. Here's Drummond. The shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 3rd assist on the night. LeBron is doubled. Lakers working the ball around now. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Los Angeles leading by 21. Here's Westbrook. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hield. White against Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Drummond passes to Hield. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Satoransky finds Vucevic. Tries again.
And, you know, in a 7-footer that can play the entire court, Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
For Chicago, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The Diaz-No shot is stopping James when he gets that low in that position. He's too big, too strong in the paint. You got to foul him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Chicago making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Levine feeling it out a bit over Gasol, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Lakers leading by 18. And here is James. He's got 14. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, and there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. LA's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Marc Gasol is out there with Hield. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's LeBron James. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5. White against Caldwell-Pope. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Bulls trail by 18. On the wing, Levine.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
Now here's LeBron. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Horton Tucker, that's good.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the paint, here's Bouks.
Oh, wow! Nice!
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here's LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And James throws it down hard.
Come on, Hall of Fame, athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Bulls trail by 21. Shoots. And it's White missing.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. James with it. Just you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers, 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, you know, with that comes block steals and deflections. You know, as long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
White dishes to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
James against Levine. Clock at 6. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one goes in.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
I mean, James is like a freight train moving to the rim. He's so effective at getting the D to hit him when he's on the attack.
Free throw good, LeBron. Some changes for Chicago. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Williams in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Westbrook drives in. Count that bucket. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Oh, seemingly unstoppable right now. Westbrook's dynamic style of play gives defenders headaches.
Levine kicks to Vucevic. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Count that one.
A credit to Levine. Not an easy hoop right there, but total focus on his shot helped out.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Hield from outside. Davis kicks to Westbrook. Hield outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Drummond passes to Hield. Shoots the three. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.